guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing a spring 2019 book haul. Most of the, actually I think all the books that I got this for this haul I actually got during November, but I have like 11 books to show you, so I think it's a decent sized haul. And yeah, and as I mentioned in my previous video, I want to start doing more seasonal hauls, so this is going to cover like what I got in spring, even though technically, as I just mentioned, I did get these in November. So anyway, I'm just going to start it off. I got some of these are from Booktopia, some are ones from Amazon, and the rest are from Dymocks. So I will get straight into it, and I'll start with the book that I got from Amazon, and that is The Wrong Girl by David Hewson. This is part of Pieta Voss detective series. I read the first one earlier this year and I actually really enjoyed it. That one was called The House of Dolls, and I did want to continue on with the series, so I decided to go ahead and get book 2. So that's The Wrong Girl. And then I think I might start, I'll show a couple of what I got from Booktopia, because there's a couple of ones that I want to leave to the very last, and then I'll do what I got at Dymocks. So yeah, so I'm going to start off with this one because it's like really super tiny, and that is The Lies of Locke Lamora, and this is by Scott Lynch. I've heard really good things about this series and I've been intrigued to check it out, so I thought now was the time to do it. I think it's like is it the Gentleman's Bastard series. I really know nothing about it, but a lot of people do love it, so I thought I would give this a try. So that's The Lies of Locke Lamora. And then we just have the book that I'm actually currently reading at the moment, and that is Catherine of Aragon, the True Queen. This is part of the 6 Tudor Queen series by Alison Weir. These are fiction series, because I know she's done a lot of non-fiction books about the Tudor period, but yeah, this is actually like a fictionalized account of Henry VIII's wives, but I think most of it is, well, obviously, like, because she's done so much research, I think it is probably more historically accurate than what I think Philippa Gregory's books are, even though I know she is a historian herself. But yeah, it's because yeah, I've so far I'm quite enjoying it, because I'm about not quite halfway through yet. But yeah, I really love the Tudor period and sort of anything to do with that era. It's one of my favourites to study in history, and I've been wanting to check these books out because I'm not sure if she's up to, there might be 4 books out. I think she's done up to Anne of Cleves, but yeah, I'll see sort of how I go with this series. But yeah, so, like as I said, so far so good. So that's 6 Tudor Queens, Catherine of Aragon, the True Queen. And then I finally got a hold of Capturing the Devil by Kerri Maniscalco. I love the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, and I'm kind of sad that this is the last book because I have loved making my way through it. I have been in the past reading this like one book every October, but I'm kind of itching to sort of dive into it and see what this one's like and see how it wraps everything up. Especially based on the end of Escaping from Houdini, because I actually really enjoyed that one as well. I know some people are a bit mixed on that one, but yeah, I kind of want to read it, but at the same time I want to savor it because it's the last one, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I got Capturing the Devil, which I'm really looking forward to reading. And then sort of the last one that I'm going to show from Booktopia for the minute is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is a massive book. I have no idea when I'm actually going to sit down and read this, but I've been hearing pretty good things about it, and I have read The Brain Season by Samantha Shannon. I have the Mime Order, I just haven't continued on with that series yet, even though I do want to at some stage. But yeah, I've been curious about this one because I think it's a standalone high fantasy, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to delving into it, even though I'm a bit intimidated because, like, is massive. So yeah, I have The Priory of the Orange Tree. And then sort of going into what I got at Dymocks, I do have a couple of random bookish items first. And the first one is because I actually spent $60 and more at Dymocks, I got this collectible pin. There was a few options to choose from, but I went with Books Are Magic. So again, I have no idea where I'm going to store these pins. I don't really have anywhere to put them yet, but I'll have to find a cool way to display pins that I get. So, and of course I went and picked up 2 new bookmarks because you can never have enough bookmarks, at least in my opinion. And I really like the Dymocks bookmarks because they have these holographic, like, lenticular ones, and I think they're really cool. So I went and picked up some, like, ones with a couple of whales, which I thought was really pretty. And being Australian, I saw this and I got one with koalas on them, so because I love koalas, and yeah, I got those 2 to add to my bookmark collection. And then sort of going into the books I picked up at Dymocks, because I actually working at McDonald's now, I can get 10% off at Dymocks. Like, you sort of buy it through a gift card, like an e-gift card, and then you obviously you get the savings when you pay for it. So like, I got a $100 gift card, I only pay $90 for it. So yeah, so it sort of worked out okay, and it could be a bit dangerous in the future. But the first one that I got was because the TV show's airing at the moment, that this book that is based on the book series, and I've always been curious to read them. I just haven't got round to checking them out yet. And I saw this edition here and I thought it looked really pretty, and I thought, you know what, now's the time to pick it up. And I got The Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, which is book 1 in the His Dark Materials trilogy. I know there's like a spin-off trilogy or series as well now, but I thought let's just stick with the first one and see what I think of it, because I do want to actually watch the TV show at some stage, but I've got too many TV shows and not enough time to watch them in. So yeah, so this is the 20th anniversary edition of The Northern Lights. And then I picked up a book that I have attempted to read in the past, but I tried it when I was like 16 and I don't think I was quite, it was like a genre that I was really interested in, even though the main reason I wanted to read it in the first place because it featured at the end of X-Men 2, back when that came out in like 2003. And I saw it in the store and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this another try. And I got The Once and Future Kin by T.H. White. I really don't know too much about this other than I think it's to do with Merlin and King Arthur and that, but I don't know, it's always been one that I've wanted to try and go back to, but because I don't think 16-year-old me really sort of appreciated classic books or like these type of books at that point. So I want to sort of read it from, 32-year-old Tracy's perspective, or 33 whenever I actually get around to reading it, because I buy books and then 8 years later they're still sitting on my shelves. So yeah, so I got The Once and Future Kin that's well, is it Dymocks? And then I've been looking for to get more into this author, because he co-wrote one of my favorite sci-fi trilogies, and he also wrote another series of that like adult fantasy that I really loved, and I wanted to try out some of his other works, and so I picked up Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. I really don't know anything about this, so I think it's like sci-fi-ish, but it's like more dystopian, but I really don't know anything about it, and yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go into it. But I definitely want to check out more works of Jay Kristoff, because he's becoming one of my favorite authors. So that's Lifelike. And then the last of the books that I actually picked up from Dymocks, everything's dropping, I got Kinsbane by Claire Legrand. This is book 2 in the Imperium trilogy. I actually read book 1 earlier in the year and quite enjoyed it, so I wanted to continue on with the series. And yeah, So I sort of went ahead and picked this up when I saw it in the store. So that is Kinsbane. Yeah, because I kind of liked the whole like dual timelines, and ones it sort of deals with elemental powers as well, which is sort of one of my favorite like buzzwords in like anything, because something involves elemental magical powers and I'm sort of totally there. So yeah, I wanted to continue on with this trilogy. So that's Kinsbane. And then last but certainly not least, this is going back to my Booktopia haul, but it's sort of a bit of a special one because I wasn't planning on getting them, and I was like, I don't need it. I've already got like so many editions of the series already, which probably guessed what I'm talking about by now, and that is Harry Potter. I got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is the Slytherin edition because, of course, I'm a Slytherin. And I wasn't going to get this because I had the illustrated edition, and obviously I've got my original copy, and I was like, I don't need that many copies of Harry Potter. And then I was like, you know what? You do want all the copies of Harry Potter. So I went and got this one. I still need to read the illustrated edition of Prisoner of Azkaban, so I haven't got the 20th anniversary of it yet, but I will probably pick it up at some point because I have a weakness for Harry Potter. So I did actually read Philosopher's Stone last month, so I'm probably going to be reading this pretty soon, and then hopefully read the future editions. But yeah, so I got Chamber of Secrets Slytherin hardcover edition. And then last but certainly not least, to continue on with the Harry Potter theme, I got Goblet of Fire, the illustrated edition. It has been years since I've actually read Goblet of Fire. I don't really remember too much about it because, I mean, obviously I've seen the movie quite a few times, but the actual book I haven't. I think I've only read once, and that was when it first came out. So I'd be very curious to actually go back and read this and see what I remember of it, what I think of it. Like, because I liked the story, but it's just been like forever since I've read it. So yeah, that is all the books that I picked up in the last month, and this is, like, as I said, my spring 2019 book haul. So I'd like to try, because I've got I think I showed about 11 books, I think that's what I said at the start. And yeah, I think that's a decent sized book haul. Like, it's, you know, enough to stop the TBR from going completely out of control. And also it's a decent size for a haul. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing in future. So I'm just going to stop it here, and thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!